like this study, which, by the way, we'll make sure that we have a link to in the podcast so that you can study it for yourself. You can read it for yourself.
Among others on the same topic. Yeah.
Yes, on the same topic. So the thought process is you may be able to take this on within your own facility and not necessarily have to have a third party.
Always promoting a quality improvement project within the unit. It's good training. It's also another really great way to get to know people as well, because as Marianne mentioned, maybe you go to the IT department because you want the data to support what you're saying. Maybe you've never spoken to anybody down in the materials management. It's a nice way to network as well, and you can also put it on your resume. So never turn down a quality improvement project, and this might be the perfect one to start with.
Yeah, it's something important to consider also when you're thinking about making such a data analysis or a data capture, right? Because the point of capture, of course, is within the operating room, whether it's in our the radio frequency tag or it's scanning, whatever it might be. There's resistance. People don't like change and people don't like additional workload. So something to consider is how are we going to improve it and get the data out, but also how are we going to get the data in? Because of course that's just as critical. And expecting resistance, completely normal. In particular in this study, they did it for 4 months. And what they noticed was longer than 4 months, but they noticed that the first 4 months, there was a lot of resistance to it. And even with training over that 4 months, there was just this element of resistance from some people, whereas other people really felt, yeah, it may increase my workload. I recognize that, but I understand the end result is going to be an improved preference card. And over time, my experience with this and my picking for this particular surgeon and procedure will be better. So, but it's really important to understand it may not be for everybody, and getting 100% buy-in is just not possible.
Right. So that brings me to our next episode. Make sure you join us for speaking up and how we can do that all together in the OR.
Yes. And what we have to say is, okay, it's time for the count. So we have to go. But thank you so much for joining Cut to It. We'll see you next time.